What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. We are down here. It's Friday. It's November 1st. New month, new manifestation, new blessings, new goals, new everything. Everything. Starting new every single day. We get to start anew. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by. I'm trying to figure out which glasses are the best here. I think these are okay, but let's see with these. I need to watch Megan the Stallion's documentary. This guy is so man. Let me when I tell you, dudes are so weird and they tell on themselves all the time. I guess well, I know that there's a clip going around about Megan talking about how she slept with Tory on a drunk night and this and that, maybe once or twice. She said on a drunk night, and then she said, and then somebody was like, "Yeah," and then I said, "I've always said that Tory was being passed around, but the way that our society is set up, there men they're unable to grasp that women can actually pass them around because in their mind, most women, if they're connected to a man sexually, they don't have a concept that the woman would release them and that man can go and fuck and have sex with anybody else, and some of those people be close. Those women know each other, like they're passing the man around like he's literally community dick. They did it on Orange, not Orange County, on Real Housewives of New York City. It was Tom, and Harry, right? Because I always used to say they were passing dick between Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like you can't make shit like that up, right? It's like you can't write that kind of stuff. It's just it is like perfection, but there's this concept that men and some women can't wrap their head around that men actually get passed around. They think that women are the ones because women are typically the ones being used in that way, but they can't grasp that men get passed around. When you say that when you say that women are passing around men, then men will come out and say, we don't care about getting passed around. What? Okay. So then stop trying to make it seem like people, just because they're having sex with you, are in love with you or something like that. There are a lot of men who cannot grasp the idea of a woman who just wants to use their body and get them out of here, because most women are socialized to believe that once they connect to a man sexually outside of sex work, that that's their man and no other woman can touch them ever in life, especially a close friend. Like you never, ever, ever, never, ever. And to me, I've always said that Kelsey and Meg were like, they seem like the type. Well, you are you fucking? Did you fucking? Was he good? Because I'm about to see what's up. And then the nigga be thinking that he's getting over on the women, and they know the whole time. Like he thinks it's a secret. I'm fucking with Kelsey, and it's a secret I'm fucking with Meg, but Meg and Kelsey know. That's why it was like you were messing with your friend's man. No, y'all have never heard about women passing niggas around. Like, come on. No, y'all haven't. Y'all haven't been socialized to even accept that as a truth. You've been socialized to accept as a truth that men pass women around, right? And two men having sex with a woman is a train, not a threesome, because the two men are having sex together. It's the way people have been socialized and what they agree with. Hold on one second. This morning on Twitter that where's my other headphone? When I said that this morning on Twitter, some man was like, "Yeah, it's y'all who care about being passed around. We don't care about being passed around." Okay, okay. No, y'all don't care. Yeah, y'all act like y'all don't care. Should I make this like look like a little bow? If I put this in here, it'll look like a little bow. I don't know what's going on. I just be slapping these things on my head. I need to dye my hair. It's at the length that I want. My hair has grown so much. It's at the length that I want. Now I want to dye it. 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 back to my natural color. So we just around here breaking up some reefer. What y'all got planned this weekend? It was cold this morning. I just got finished wearing my second son out because he left out of here without a jacket because he couldn't, of course, he couldn't find his jacket. And he talking about, Mommy, did you see the jacket laying over here on the desk? I was like, it's not my responsibility to keep up with your jacket. I have no idea where your jacket is. And so he left without a jacket. You know what the temperature is this morning? And he had the nerve to be sniffling. Kids are weird. And I said, I'm not gonna be worried about it. You the one over here sniffling and stuff. So you sniffling, leaving, going to school with no jacket. I asked my older son, does he have on a jacket? He was like, no. And then when I asked him, he was like, I don't know where it is. Put it in the same place, everything. Maybe Aquarius is lose. When I tell you they lose shit, can't find shit. The other day I sent him to the car to look for my charger. And I told him it was in the console, and he looked everywhere but the console. So I went down there and I got it myself, and he was like, where was it? I was like, in the console, like in the center. He was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I was like, girl, shut up. I said, in the center console. That's where it is, sitting right there. He went down there, couldn't find it. He looked in the arm, where the center in the armrest. That's where he looked, because I said center console. That's what he thought. I guess, child. I didn't even know that was a thing. I was like, you didn't know what was a thing. The place where all the stuff is sitting right there, where the battery be sitting all the time, and my lip gloss be sitting all the time, girl. I didn't even know that was a thing. I was like, girl, I'm not gonna even, um, I'm not gonna even justify that with a response. I'm not gonna even. I just was like, okay, girl. So, anyways, yeah, the niggas they don't understand that there's the groups of men that, because they're socialized to believe that once they get into like a intimate situation with you, that you are going to become hooked to them, and and there's not a possibility that you just want them for their body. Oh, we have a reminder, since it is November 1st, it is hobosexual season, and I do want to play play this clip here for y'all to hear, and it's a reminder. It's a reminder. Hold on, let me play it. Here he goes. Somebody real quick. This is for my young ladies, and I don't know if you all consider me a big sister, a big cousin, or an aunt, but hear me when I say this. What I just witnessed down at the Walmarts cannot be happening, okay? Not on my watch. I just saw a young lady at the key kiosk getting a key made while this man stands behind her and hugs her, just like they do at tax refund season when they're watching you pay for stuff. Not on my watch. Do you hear me? We are in the midst of hobosexual season, and there has been an uptick of keys being made. Absolutely not. That man needs his own residence. Do you hear me? I don't care if it curves to the side. I don't care what he does with his mouth. He cannot seek asylum at your home. I want you to use his body and then put him out. He needs his own place, his own job, his own things, okay? We are not in the real estate business. We are not fixing up Negroes. Do you hear me? I need you to put your keys in your purse. Put your keys back in your wallet. Do you hear me? They cannot have it. If they are not on the lease, I need you to release them. We're not going down this road. Absolutely not. If he is not on the lease, you must release. Girls beware. She said he was hugging her from the back like they do in tax season. Baby, if I ain't seen that, girl, don't do it. It is hobosexual season, honey. Do not do it. I love to see it. So what's going on down to the blogs, honey?
I sponsor the now. I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Oh, hold on. That was Real Housewives of OC. Their trailer for their reunion came out. What is this? Did you see this big ass? This is like a big ass. Do you see that thumbprint right there? Like, God damn. God damn. Okay, let's see. Let me clean these. Because I didn't plan on wearing these, but I planned on wearing the black ones, but whatever. Oh God. So yeah, no hobosexuals. If he's not on the lease, you must release. No, do not get any keys made. Don't let him get any mail at your house. None of that stuff. That's a no, that's a major thing. Like if you see like this is like I feel like if the girls are in your arm's reach and they're doing stuff like letting a guy live with them, letting a guy drive their car, letting a guy do this, letting a guy, you know what girls have done. And so and it's so weird. Isn't that weird how you will see so many women like either they have their own because they've been taught to have their own, and all these dudes need to do is find a girl who has their own. And while other people make fun of him, it is literally effective patriarchy to find a woman, attach yourself to, and have her use her resources to support you. That is effective patriarchy. Never again, ever again, never again. Don't even, I think it was on Rodney's live, don't ever put yourself in a position where somebody can put you out. Don't you ever depend on nobody to the point where they can put you out. You always, that's when I tell you that's something that my family taught me. Always have your own. The women in my family always have your own. Don't you ever put yourself in a position for somebody to put you out of nowhere. You be the one to be like, get out. And it's that's how it's always been. You get out. This is my shit. So don't ever put your and then like I remember back in the day, somebody told me that like don't ever put yourself and don't ever let a guy stay with you, this and that. Um don't ever it kind of puts you in the position to like be so independent that you don't even allow yourself to be put into a position where you're depending on somebody to take care of whatever the things that you're asking them to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Um, just don't ever put yourself in a position you if you want to be if you want to I don't know, just don't ever put yourself in a position to be dependent on somebody, to be somebody's dependent, to look to someone else for your livelihood, especially as an adult. Like it baffles me that adult women run around looking for people to partner with so that they can take care of them as if they're like in unable. Like I can see if you had some disabilities and you need, I can see those kind of things, like wanting to have not like a romantic part, but wanting to have somebody around to help you with things. I understand that. But outside of that, girl, I'm not dependent on nobody. You ain't gonna be able to put me out of nothing ever, never, ever. I re- Girl, I remember staying with this guy. It was somebody that I had. It was a short lived, and then like we got back together, and then I was staying with him and his mother. He put his hands on me in an argument, and I was out the same exact night, never to be heard from again. I do not play. As soon as you cross a boundary of putting your hand on me, not and it's not in a loving, affectionate, comforting, safe way, you will never hear from me again. I don't care. It's over. There's nothing, because I feel like once a person puts their hands on you, like you've like literally like in a violent way, like you've violated that boundary. And I feel like there's no turning back once somebody puts their hands on you. I feel like it just gets worser when that happens. And I feel like the only thing to do is leave. There's no negotiation. There's no trying to get that person to understand you and where you're coming from. There's no understanding them. They can go figure it out without other people. You don't, if you have an issue and you have to put your hands on someone in an attempt to control them, or an attempt to make them see your way, or because they're not doing something or whatever, um, you need to be by yourself. You don't need to be with anybody. You just I just don't. But putting putting people out, we not making keys for nobody. We not letting anybody get mail at our house. Don't do that. That's something that you need to tell every young woman, because all the young women are going to have their own. They've been taught that. They know, they've been socialized to know, like, yeah, at the end of the day, you actually can't, even though you run around trying to find a man to partner with, you actually can't really depend on them, really, for real. So depend on yourself, have your own, financially have all your finances for yourself, together for yourself. Don't ever look to somebody to give you an allowance or a stipend or any, or a per diem. None of that bullshit. We're not playing those games. Absolutely not. We're not playing none of those games, girl. Um, let's see. Okay, let's see what's going on. Heidi Klum dresses like ET for Halloween. That's cute. It was cute. All right, let's see what's going on down to the blogs, y'all. Okay, let's go to the Jasmine brand first. It says Young Thug given a 10-year ban from Atlanta after probation. Father responds, I am totally against that. Young Thug born Jeffrey Williams has accepted a plea deal with the terms including a 10-year ban from Atlanta. 5 years in prison, reduced to time served, and 15 years probation. If he violates his probation, he faces a potential 20-year prison sentence. He'll be back because he's not rehabilitated. He'll come out and they'll continue to do the same thing. And I love that they're saying that he can't live in Atlanta. His father, Jeffrey Williams Sr., expressed strong disapproval, stating, I'm totally against that. To see her take a man away from where he's from, that's offensive to me. And he continued, and to have a district attorney take that away from him, that isn't a residence from here. She's from another state. And to see her take a man away from where he's from, to have him go live somewhere else, that's offensive to me. The probation includes additional restrictions for Young Thug, as he must abstain from firearms, maintain distance from co-defendants except Gunna and his brother, submit to regular drug testing, and avoid gang-related content in his music. He'll be back in jail. When I tell you, you're enslaved, brother. That's what I said the other day. Your ancestors are weeping. But for what? You are a domestic terrorist. You don't deserve to be on the street. You are terrorizing and organizing terrorism. You lucky they let you out, but you ain't really out, because the parameters that they put in place with your brain and your hive mind, you want to stay in those lower places and that lower vibration. He'll be back. They put those restrictions because they know everything they put in line, he's not going to be able to stay away from. He's not going to be able to stay away from his co-defendants. He's not going to be able to stay away from drugs. He's not going to be able to stay away from gang-related content in his music. He's not going to be able to stay away from firearms. He'll be back. He may only return to Atlanta for community service initiatives focused on anti-gang and anti-violence education. Travel is limited strictly to business-related trips. These measures aim to support rehabilitation while distancing him from previous affiliations. Let's see what the comments say. Oh, man, his dad better be glad his son is free. He got money to live somewhere else nice. At least you will still be able to see your son, spend holidays with him. Ungrateful. It beats prison time. He's only prohibited from Fulton County. Like, come on, he can go live in Gwinnett, Clayton, any other county. Daddy is slow. Your son is free. He needs to be away. Father, would you rather have your son go away for decades? I mean, your son isn't really innocent. You should be happy he got a second chance at his semi free life. Thug has over 100 acres of land on the outskirts of Atlanta, purchased a year before his Georgia RICO case in 2021. He's fine. He got 15 years probation. Yes, he's free, but Thug won't be able to do nothing, and do mean absolutely nothing. He can't even sneeze wrong. The company he used to keep won't be able to even be around this man. 15 years probation, that's going to be hard for a street dude. Like I said, he'll be back. That's why they put all those parameters in place, because they know that his brain is so in the gutter that he won't be able to rise up out of that lower vibration. He's always going to be surrounded by that. That's the reason why he was there. He's surrounded by all of that low shit, and it's going to come. He's going to attract that energy, that it's going to reverb, and it's not. He'll be back. I give him 18 months and he'll be back in jail. He already thought he was above the law. You are enslaved, my boy. That's what I said yesterday on Twitter. You enslaved for domestic terrorism. Yes, back to slavery for domestic terrorism. You terrorize the communities that you occupy. You need to be put back into slavery. I know that sounds hard, but no, your body needs to be exploited for free labor and a private prison. Off you go. Go make a license plate or a key fob for somebody. That's all I got to say about it. All right, let's move on. Tory Lane appeals lawyers to represent Milagro Grams, who is being sued by Megan Thee Stallion. It says Unite the People Incorporated agrees to represent Milagro Cooper, aka Milagro Grams, against threats and intimidation targeting influencers for expressing their opinions in a civil matter filed by the now plaintiff Megan Pete, aka Megan Thee Stallion. All right, they're represent her. At least that's the least he can do. This further proves to me that she was colluding with Tory to drag Meg down. I hate how the leprechaun steals moments from her and the blogs enable it. How about the blogs post him on the phone call asking to be bailed out of the situation when talking to Kelsey? She's being accused of being on Tory's payroll, and now his lawyers are representing her? Chow bye. Y'all can barely represent Tory without spreading misinformation. That lawyer ain't about shit, so at this point, he just taking cases to make a name. Tory has been through 3 lawyers, same outcome. Of course they are. She was already being paid by them. Get her ass, Meg. This boy grasping for straws. So she's gonna lose. Child, they not fucking with Rock Nation lawyers. Hang it up, Buki. She might as well move abroad like Tasha K. Post a deep fake porn seems illegal. She put pee horn. Pee horn. I don't understand. Just make a zero. Just make okay. Just make, if you want to say porn, just make the O a 0. Like, it's sad that you can't even have a normal conversation. And all of let me shut up. That's what I do. I spell words, I change the letter. I just change the letter to a letter that's not going to be recognized, but the same letter. Like, just hold down the letter, put an E with an accent, put an A with the 2 little things on the top. I don't know what they call, but just make, just, I don't know. Damn, they tweaking to go loose, setting her up for failure. That's a grievable conflict. Uh-oh. There's nothing to represent. She needs to cut the check. Teflon Don in the courtroom. Megan ain't worried. Yeah. And I honestly think, like, I support the celebrity suing someone for spreading misinformation. I feel like, shout out to Jamie, that's me. I saw the beginning of her video talking about this, and she was talking about like how folks call us bloggers. We're not bloggers. We're social commentators, pop culture commentators. We wait for the news to come out. We ain't going looking for shit. We ain't breaking shit. It's no exclusive, and we're not focused on one person, video after video after video after video after video. That's how bloggers move, right? Or vloggers move. You have people like Jamie, Bondi, we're coming down here, Rodney, um, Mims is a, like, I would say Mims is a blogger because he's giving us the breaking news, and then we come down here and talk about it and share our commentary with y'all. Like, everybody has their position and the game that they play in the lane that they're in. Like, we're not coming down here spilling tea. We're not coming down here to say, oh, we got exclusives, and we're not sharing like misinformation that didn't come from a source. Like, our source of information is coming from somewhere. You're not be like, this is exclusive, Erica Dinero TV with the exclusive. Girl, you ain't getting, I ain't looking for shit. We pop culture commentary, social commentators. That's what we talk about. Things going on socially, things going on in pop culture and entertainment. That's what we down here doing. We ain't down here breaking the damn thing. So when you down here making video after video after video, and the videos are lies, that's the crazy part. Making up shit. You just making up shit so that you can get clout, views, clicks, whatever. And when it seems like it is a focused, like you're focused on one person, and you just keep coming out with that video after video of that one person, it's just like, girl, go to somebody else, talk about somebody else. Why are you talking? Because it also seems like you don't like the person, right? Y'all know the people I like, and when we talk about pop culture and entertainment. But if I came down here day after day after day with videos about Phaedra or Candy or people I don't really like, I don't really care for their personalities, and I'm down here, it's never, or Giselle, it's never that serious. Never that serious. I would never put myself in a position to be like, you spreading lies about Sugar Mama. Girl, I just don't like the bitch's personality. I'm gonna get down here and drag her. Did y'all hear that conversation her and Todd were having about legacy and last names and legacy and stuff like that? Did y'all hear that conversation? I'll share the link. I'm surprised they haven't shared it on the blogs yet. Let's see. What else is going on? Jennifer Lopez reportedly storms out after autograph signing over questions about Diddy. Look, to me, this is what I have to say about Jennifer Lopez. Look, bitch, the people ain't feeling you. You tried to do your albums, your tours, you tried to do a TikTok challenge. The girls are not, the frequency is off, girl. The only way that you're going to get the attention that you are seeking, Jennifer Lopez, is if you talk about your time with Puffy. And that's it. Don't nobody care about nothing. That you tried to reinvent Benifer, nobody cared. And we see how that turned out. Nobody gave a fuck. The only people that are caring right now about what's going on, if you want to talk about your relationship with Puffy, you need to set up an interview with Robin Roberts or Barbara Walters. I don't know. Is Barbara Walters dead? Did Barbara Walters die? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Barbara. Barbara. Oh, she did. She did die in 2022. Shout out to Barbara Walters. Well, you need to find somebody, not Barbara Walters. She's out of commission. But Robin Roberts, Hoda, somebody. You know what would be good if you went down, because it's some two other people who's trying to get some clout, and their little relationship didn't give them the clout that they thought they could. What's the TJ Holmes and the Amy Robach? Go down there and do an interview about Puffy with them. That'll shake the tables. Girl, don't nobody care about you like that, Jennifer. I'm sorry. And the music is not giving. People have, expanded their musical palette. So what was good in the 2000s, and that's not, the people are not feeling that. You tried to come out with that TikTok dance, love don't cost a thing, taking your clothes off. About 13 people did it. You tried to reinvent yourself with Benifer. Nobody gave a fuck. He really didn't give a fuck. Y'all done with that. Nobody is interested in anything Jennifer Lopez has to do. Didn't she cancel her residency? Nobody's interested. What they're interested in, and if I was her publicist and manager, it's time to talk about your relationship with Sean Combs. Let's talk. Jennifer Lopez reportedly left an autograph signing abruptly after a fan asked her about the allegations against her ex-boyfriend, Sean Diddy Combs. The on the floor singer, 55, recently attended a screening of her upcoming film Unstoppable at the AFI Fest 2024, followed by a Q&A session as reported by Daily Mail on October 31st. While leaving the event, a fan asked JLo, "Do you have any comments about Diddy and the allegations?" According to the media, she chose not to respond and stopped signing autographs. Instead, she walked out the door as fans shouted, "Don't leave." However, JLo appeared to ignore their pleas and left the event. And then on top of that, the people say that you aren't actually the nicest person, that you are actually a snooty bitch. That's another thing. Oh, and the people from the Bronx, they ain't feeling you either.
Absolutely, I'm asking a question. Absolutely, it was. I'm asking a question. She know.
They ain't feeling you like, girl, you ain't even from here. You didn't have the life you claim you had. Yeah, they own you. So, girl, I feel like the only way that you can get back in the news for real, is I want to break the silence. Breaking news. Jennifer Lopez breaks her silence about her relationship with the fallen music mogul Sean Puff Daddy Combs. Girl, headlines, breaking headlines. I want 30%. If I was her manager, I would tell her to do that. I would suggest, I would put that on her heart to come out and talk about. Are you saving it for a book? I don't know what's going on. Let's look at what the comments say. Didn't she lie about who really shot that lady? If so, she should be in prison too. It's not funny. Diddy jokes are no longer funny. Girl, y'all had a pass. You had to know somebody was eventually finna ask you about him. And again, she's not. I don't believe that Jennifer Lopez, like Carisha likes to act like she is, was exempt from the abuse. I honestly believe Puffy, Sean Combs, despises and hates and loathes women. I believe he hates the female body. I believe he hates it. And any way that he could see it being abused, he loves to witness it. He loves to witness it. I don't believe everybody from Jesse and Delilah all the way up to J Lo, Carisha included, has had a violent experience with Sean Combs. They are not exempt. I don't care what y'all say. Because there's no way that a man that violent and high up in his fucking ego is going to exempt anyone from his terror. Nobody. Oh, I'm sorry, little baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that little baby love. He wouldn't be. I wouldn't. He wouldn't be alone with that baby at all. I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him. Nope. Nobody. Nobody from Misa. Everybody. Mary. Everybody. Kim. Everybody. Every woman he has come in contact with, I'm sure has had some kind of violent experience that they can share. Yeah, we can do a little book, and every page can be somebody, another woman, and her explain her her experience with Sean Combs. All of them violent. He even was violent to his cook. Come on, to the chef. She quit and had a lawsuit. So no one is exempt. So Jennifer, you need to come out, talk about it. Benny Medina probably told her, get the fuck out of that relationship. After that shooting, we're not playing these games. So we're not playing these games. So whatever, Jennifer. Popular fitness TikToker found dead after meeting with a man to exchange a photo. Oh my God. The body of a mother and fitness influencer from Georgia was discovered earlier this week as confirmed by Complex. According to the press release from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, 25-year-old Melanice Zoe Rodriguez Ramirez was reportedly missing on October 23rd after she was last seen near Walmart in Cornelia, Georgia. Authorities arrested 24-year-old Angel de Jesus Rivera Sanchez on Monday, charging him with murder. He is currently being held without bond in a local jail. Now, Habersham.com reports that Rodriguez Ramirez had a 9-year-old daughter who moved back to Puerto Rico to live with her father. Melenes talked about her daughter a lot. She treasured her, said Rodriguez Ramirez's fiance, Julio Tovar. Tovar mentioned that Min, Menalise was meeting an acquaintance at Walmart to exchange a photo she had taken. He also noted that she received an unusual text message from that day she went missing. Rodriguez Ramirez frequently shares fitness routines and videos featuring her daughter with her 37,000 followers on TikTok, mostly in Spanish. Why did she have to meet to exchange a photo? Right. You can send a photo many ways. This makes no sense, especially since you can print them inside Walmart too. He knew where that is. Now, what really happened? Meeting up to exchange a photo? And what does the text message say? I wonder. Let's look it up on what you call it. That's sad, y'all. We got to be careful. Here it is. Let's see. Oh, they found her already. Okay, news. Here we are. Family creates a GoFundMe. Okay, Georgia's. Okay, the mom. Okay, says Mindlease, Mine, as I feel it's Minalise, Zoe Rodriguez Ramirez murder. It says Georgia's mom's chilling last text before her disappearance. That's what I want to see. What did the text message say? Okay, so it says Rodriguez, who documented her fitness journey, she left a haunting text was sent to her fiance. The message to Tovar read, I am waiting for the brother to pick him up. Tovar found it very strange. It didn't make sense. She doesn't talk like that, he told the news. She had actually gone to Walmart to exchange a photo with a individual that she did not know very well. The next morning, realized he had not heard from his partner since the weird text. Her, her, oh, da, 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 da. They were found. Her remains were found in a remote area. Her daughter moved back to Puerto Rico to live with her father. That was a good move. What the hell is happening? Yeah, y'all be careful meeting people and like what the hell? Meeting someone that to exchange a photo? That is just so weird to me. I'm sure we'll hear more about that. Wow. Now her daughter is without a mother, but she has her father. At least she's in Puerto Rico with her father. That's what matters. That poor lady. That's really sad. Oh, Mariah the scientist, the girl who waited for put her life on hold. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know anything about Mariah the scientist actually. Um she said that she is so grateful for Young Thug being out of jail. We'll see how that long that relationship lasts now that he's out. She says Mariah the scientist has spoken with WSB TV reporter expressing her gratitude over Young Thug's sentencing. We are so grateful. This is the greatest opportunity we've ever been presented with. We'll see how long it lasts. So he's really serving a 35. I feel like it's a 35-year. No, he got 20 years probation or 20 years if he comes back. 15 years probation, 5 years. So he got 20 years, 15 years probation and 20 years. Yeah. 40 years to serve, 5 years, but commuted to time served, which was 5 years, 15 years, 20. Oh, 20. Yeah, it is 40. What? Did I say 70? I think I said 70. Did I say 70 something? 40 years. Yeah, that's girl, that's what it comes out to. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion revealed a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez. And at the end of the day, it didn't even matter. Like to me, um, Robin, who asked her that? Gail asked her that. If she would have said that's not important. See, this is how I learned to tell somebody it's none of their business. When they ask you a question, you just say, that's not important. It's not important. And then not Robin, Gail would have had to share with her, why is this piece of information important? How is it important to what we're talking about right now? That's how you fuck them up. It's not important. It's none of your business. It's not important to what we're talking about right now. She should have never asked her that. But again, just like I was watching that Manti Teo documentary, and how the people were just so focused on whether he was gay or not. This man was being catfished. And because he was being catfished by a man, his own sports community were trying to figure out if he was taking dick. That's all they were worried about. Is he gay? Was he trying to hide his gay relationship? You know, he's at Notre Dame and this is the epitome of Christian values. Was he trying? No, he was being catfished. And like fucked up his whole career just because these people were projecting their homophobia onto him. He had no idea who he was talking to. He said it sounded like a woman. I thought I was on the phone with the woman. The person who did it, they're trans. The person who did it, they could change their voice. Dr. Phil was on there talking about, I had voice experts and everything. Yes, they changed their voice to sound high pitched. Manti thought he was talking to a woman. And at the time, he was talking to someone who identified as man. He was going by a male, him. He was going by him in his life. But now that person has decided to be in the community, in the Samoan community, where there's no gender, so they can just exist and be able to exist in their body the way they want. But his career was ruined because of the projection of homophobia. Everybody is so worried about who is having sex with who. It didn't matter. The fact of the matter is, did it matter that, what's his name, that put his children in the damn field in some crates and cut his wife up and packed her up? She was having sex with him. Did that matter? What does having sex with somebody matter to how the other person is being treated? What does their sexuality have anything to do with it? And at the end of the day, these men who want to sit on grand stage under fucking hot lights talking shit about people, they doing the same fucking men too. That's the crazy part. But this dude's career was fucked up after he got catfished, and they found the catfish out to be a man. And then everybody was so concerned on whether he was in on the hoax, whether he knew it was a man, whether he was trying to hide the fact that he was homosexual. People was asking him in interviews, "Are you gay? Girl, what the fuck?" So it's not just Megan Thee Stallion. They do that to everybody. It's about the sexuality. And that is the reason why sexual, like, contact with people and violence are conflated, because then they can come out and jump out and say, well, were you having sex with them? Because what does that change? How does that change the fact that he shot at her, or he pointed a gun and shot at her, or was shooting in the air or shooting at the ground, whatever the fuck he was doing with a gun, he had no business doing with the gun. What does her fucking him have anything to do with it? And then for people to call her a liar, and women to act like y'all ain't fucked somebody you taken to the grave. Come on, bitch. Let's be honest. Stop acting like you will tell, girl, you're gonna tell everybody. Let here come Megan's trash truck, garbage juice day. They picking them up. There are plenty of women who are going to take to the grave somebody they had sex with. And unless I have to put my hand on the Aesop book of fables in a court of law, that's the only way you're going to get me to admit it. Well, she put that on her mother. She put it on her. I'm sure her mother is okay with her saying, I put it on my mama. I didn't fuck that munchkin. Let him go sit on a goddamn mantle somewhere and make yourself goddamn useful. Climb up a goddamn chimney, bitch. They ready. I'm sure he's working right now, getting all the little wooden hobby horses and teeter totters ready for the kids this coming Christmas. Yeah, put his ass to work, fucking munchkin. And then you out there, the other girl, the blogger girl. Ugh, doing the man's bidding, and you always gonna look stupid. Always male-centered, male-identified, pick-me, mammy, mountain climbing girls. At the end of it, you're gonna always look like a clown. You're gonna always be in white face with red lips and blue eyeshadow every single time, and a fucking rainbow wig every time. I guarantee you, every time you do a man's bidding, at the end of it, you will be the fool. You will be the fool. I promise you that. Even talking for them, you sound stupid. Even just talking for them, you sound stupid. Listen to a woman talk for a man and listen to how stupid she sounds. Dummy. Anyways, girl, they coming. They picking y'all men up. They coming. She lied about fucking him and he lied about not shooting her. Which one do you think I give a fuck about? So she actually did lie. Act shocked. But the thing is, the fact of the matter that women are acting like they haven't had sex with somebody that later they were like, oh, that we probably shouldn't have done that. We cry. That don't even count. Girl, some of them you don't even want to, you can't even count it. Girl, I don't even count. I don't even count it. And the girls and the guy, well, she put it on her mama. She put it on her mama. Okay, girl. I'm sure her mama's like, girl, I understand. I understand, Meg. Put it on me, girl. Because now if she would have said that to what's her name? Gail, it's not important. And then Gail would have had to turn around and say, why me having sex with him? How is that important? How is it important? Tell me. He still shot me at the end of the day, whether we fucked or not. These men are killing their wives, whether they fucked or not, whether they gave them babies or not. Men harm women, whether they do anything for them or not. Girl. Anyways, I gotta go. Take care of each other, protect your energy. Remember, when you're done, talking about the mess, and when you're in the mess and on the blocks and stuff, call your energy back to you. Release all the energy back to where it came from. Anything that's directed towards you or anything you absorbed while you were watching, reading, or whatever, send it out. Call your energy back, ground, reconnect your grounding cord, and you'll be all right. Okay. Take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. And thank you for liking the video. Peace.